This is Neil Schneider for MTBS TV at GDC 2014. I'm joined by Gareth Luke, Senior Producer at Wargaming America. Welcome to the program, Gareth.
Thanks for coming down to GDC and seeing us.
Well, it's our honor. Everybody knows about World of Tanks. What can you tell us about World of Tanks? This has been around for how long now?
It's over 3 years. It's been out live. We're close to 80 million subscribers now in the Wargaming network. It's I think a lot of people know about World of Tanks and are just learning who we are as Wargaming.
When I hear the words World of Tanks, I think of tanks. I think of a lot of battle situations. I mean, that's just the title alone. And I also understand it's free to play. Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the sort of the main. One of the leaders, the first guys in the industry to really advocate free to play and be successful at it. So, yeah.
Now, a lot of people, they don't quite understand the concept of free to play. I mean, when I hear free to play, I think free. How do you guys make any money?
Well, we're not going to tell you that. That's the secret sauce. But what it really does is it moves the price point, the prohibitive price point of the game further down so that players can get in, play the game, and realize that the core gameplay is free to play. You can invest time into it and grind your way through, and there's nothing in the game that's not available to you without, you don't have to pay for it. What it allows you to do by paying is it allows you to customize things the way you want, collect certain items that'll, might take you a lot of hours to actually grind through. You get no tactical advantage by paying. It just allows you to shorten the time period and have a high level of customability. So that's what people want to pay for. So we listen to them and just not put a prohibitive price point up front.
Well, you've had tremendous success. What platforms does World of Tanks support right now?
Okay, so it started off on PC. At February 12th, we released it on console with Xbox Live on 360, and we just announced today closed beta for the mobile platforms as well, to be on Android, tablet, smartphone, and iOS.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what can you tell us about the mobile version of World of Tanks?
Closed beta registration started 2 days ago. It's a fully fledged version of World of Tanks on tablet, but it's optimized for the mobile market. So it's not quite as deep or as time engaging. It's slightly shorter battle time and a little bit easier to get into. The interface was designed for the mobile player and the touchscreen.
You strike me as someone who's been in this industry for some time, and I mean that in a good way. Experienced and tenured, and it just strikes me as amazing that you could have a game like World of Tanks on the mobile platform. What kind of abilities do you, and what's the product called on the mobile, and what abilities do you have in it?
World of Tanks Blitz, yeah, it is amazing. I remember when sort of iPad came out and mobile devices came out, and the modern iteration. I just couldn't believe that they could put games like Unreal and World of Tanks on there. It's pretty amazing. These things are very close in terms of abilities to say the console version. It's amazing.
So what do we know exactly what kind of hardware requirements are needed on mobile to make it playable? Is there a spec that you encourage?
We're sort of targeting pretty much from around the second generation. So it runs on iPad 2 very well. That's sort of like the minimum requirements, and everything above that's just, superfluous, really.
And it works on Android as well?
It does, yeah.
Excellent. So, and in the PC and console space, have there been some further iterations of World of Tanks? Any big enhancements we should know about?
Yeah, certainly in the PC, because the PC version it iterates and you can upgrade your processor and memory and graphics cards quite a lot. In 9.0, which is the next release of World of Tanks this year, we're integrating Havoc and upgrading our graphics engine quite substantially as well. So you're going to see sort of the next gen of World of Tanks coming out in April.
Now you mentioned Havoc. That's physics, I take it. What does this really mean for the game?
A couple of things. It means upgraded visuals that react to the environment, so real-time lighting and shading and stuff like that. But what we're using it more is to change the way the tanks handle, have a more accurate damage model, and allow destructible objects in the world. So you can't hide behind a building because a tank can drive through it or blow it up. So that's going to mean a lot for the player.
Can you share some interesting statistics about World of Tanks? I mean, we live in a digital world. How much mayhem has really been caused over the last 3 years?
Quite a lot of mayhem, actually. Well, there's over 250 tanks available in World of Tanks, but what we're really seeing at the moment on the 360 version is some pretty incredible stuff. It was released on February 15th. We saw over 2.2 million downloads in the first 6 weeks, which is quite amazing. Over 5.6 million battles. One of the ones that I love is in the first period since it's been released, over 80 million tanks were destroyed, and that's over 10 times what happened in World War II. So that's quite amazing, I think.
Now, how would you describe the World of Tanks experience? Is it from the first-person point of view, third person? I mean, we've got some footage going on here. Yep. How would you describe the gaming experience?
It's very much a third-person experience. The stars of World of Tanks are the vehicles. So we sort of the two main pillars is online conflict and battle, team-based online battle. But the stars are the tanks. So the historical accuracy is one of the stalwarts of the company, I would say. So you get to sort of participate in scenarios in a period setting, and indeed in 9.0 we're adding historical battles as well, and that allows you to actually go to almost a role-playing scenario where you do get to take part in the actual sort of theatre of war in the tanks that were there. So that's quite exciting as well.
Now, you know, each year of GDC, I find there's a theme. There's like a wave of technology that's grabbing interest. And I would say that this year is the year of immersive technology, be it VR, augmented reality, and so on. Even how we gaze at a game. I was actually checking out a technology nearby by Tobii Technology, Tobii Technology, where it's eye gazing. You look around and the map changes accordingly. Mm-hmm. Has Wargaming been experimenting with different technologies on the market? Do they see a future there?
Yeah, we're highly aware of them. We have been looking. Our tech departments in Austin and over in Minsk have been looking at things like Oculus and all the rest of it. We've had support for 3D via NVIDIA and other partners for some time as well. This game lends itself to that sort of atmospheric, immersive experience, but we're sort of sitting back, looking and assessing, trying to see where the direction's going to go and where we can adapt that and where we can bring the wargaming experience into that realm at the moment.
Now, I appreciate it's a work in progress. Obviously, immersive technology or modern immersive technology is very new. Technologies are being developed. Do you see wargaming supporting like a wide range of technologies? Do you see it being, you know, or hardware specific? How does the company usually take a stance on things like that?
Well, we try and keep abreast of everything that's coming out new. I think there's sort of two main avenues for this for us. We have existing technologies that take place in open world scenarios where, you know, the possibility of supporting that, visual display could work. In terms of controls, we're very much sort of stuck in the static world there. So motion control and stuff like that, I'm not sure how that would work in something like tanks. But the second area where it's exciting is new technologies based on IP or things like that. So they're the two areas we're looking at, but I'm not going to tell you anything about any products we've got in development. So I think that's what he's fishing for.
No. Let me rephrase the question. Yeah. There's all kinds of technology coming out to the market, especially when it comes to VR and displays. Like, you know, I could name brands: Oculus, Sony, Technical Illusions, Varelia, Avegant. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Do you see a future where if wargaming takes an interest in this, that they're going to work hard to diversify the support?
Yeah, I do actually. Very much so. Like I said, World of Tanks is a great example. It takes place in the world. It's not just visuals as well. You know, like I said, there's input devices, but all of our audio is 3D positional as well. So the ability is there to adapt it to any of these devices or incorporate it. I don't know how we could use some sort of technology like that with the PC client and world, because it's very much, you know, it could create an unfair advantage, or it just might not work in that context. But again, I think the IP and the nature of our games lends itself to that sort of technology, and it's quite exciting to think where we could take it.
Excellent, excellent. Now, free to play, wonderful. Those are lovely words to my ears. How can people get their hands on World of Tanks and get involved?
For the PC version, it's very easy. Just go to worldoftanks.com or World of Warplanes and just download it straight away. Sign up and you're in game. Same for the 360. You can go to Xbox Live and just download the client there as well. When World of Tanks Blitz is released, you'll be able to get it through the App Store or through Google and Amazon, I think, as well.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on your continued success. Amazing. Mobile, PC, and console. Plus, some sharp minds are keeping an eye on all the new technology coming out as well.
Yeah, indeed.
So thank you so much for joining us,
Thanks
Gareth.
For coming down, guys.
Excellent. So this is Neil Schneider for MTBS TV at GDC 2014. We'll be back with more. Thank you for watching.